it's just a shame. That's all I want to say.
Yeah.
I look like my father. Every day that passes, I look more and more like him. It's crazy. Have you been to Kfar Saba lately?
No, actually not. I haven't been there. Wow. I want to say at least, you know what? I have been. I have been because one had to go to the dentist, and like she had this special appointment at this super specialist or whatever, and turned out to be that the appointment was in Kfar Saba. So
Huh.
I drove her there, and until I went there, and it was like a few months ago. I think that I haven't been to Kfar Saba in like years because my parents moved many years ago.
Where do
But
they live now?
in Tur Yitzchak.
Mm.
So anyhow, so I drove her to the dentist, and I wait outside, and then I walk around and walk around between other clinics and offices and everything, and then it turns out that Sefi's office, like Sefi's law office, is right on the next door. It was super funny. It was super funny. So I knock on the door, and his secretary is there, and he's like, "Hi, yeah, can I help you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, is he here?" So no, he's just about to come.
Eh,
So I texted him, and I haven't seen him also in a while. Like we keep in touch, but every rarely, like now and then. So he came like 20 minutes later. It was like 9:30 a.m. and we were like toasting with cognac or whatever. It was super funny. Yeah,
I think it's interesting because I think our generation doesn't know what it means to be old. I don't know how to explain. When you look at this kind of stuff, when other people did it, like drinking in the morning, I don't have this kind of feeling of like, I'm a grown up. I don't think we've learned what is even now with all this corona and all this bullshit. I still don't understand what it is to be a grown up.
yeah, but I think you know what? I think it's an advantage. I don't know if it's specifically our generation or that every generation feels like that about themselves. But I also don't see myself as a grown up. First of all, we didn't choose a grown up profession. We were
Yeah.
always involved in the arts and music and stuff. So I think it's more of a state of mind than an age. It's super cliche, but I think it really relates to the profession and what we chose to do in life. And same for me, like I have two kids and I don't feel like I'm old, and and I'm trying to convey that same specific feeling and value also to my kids.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it's state of mind.
Yeah, it's the right way to do it though. So I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if our parents knew what it is to be young. That's the issue. It's
Yeah,
more
it's like when
to
they were
enjoy life.
when they were in our age, they were
Deep, knee deep in shit.
acting like old people. It's not that we're acting like young people. They did grown up stuff,
But
and
what
we're
is
not.
grown up stuff? Family,
It's not only it's
arguing.
not only family. It's not only being responsible, because I'd like to think that we're responsible people. It's just, I don't know, maybe in a way. I'm not trying to say this is a negative thing, but or criticism, but it's kind of giving up on life, or giving up on the good things in life,
Yeah.
and not enjoying every moment that you have, or trying to live
Yeah.
your life to the maximum. That's the essence of being young, I think. It's not.
But what would you do when your kids are like older, and you need to not have fun all the time? Or like in this age, like teenagers or whatever, and this
I
kind of
don't, I
shit.
don't think it would be much different, and I don't think that it's a matter of black and white. It's just giving them the right tools to distinguish between right and wrong,
Yeah.
and and being responsible, which I think is very important, because with our lifestyle, and that the fact that we spend a lot of time in clubs and everything, I think that's it's still important to keep a sense of responsibility in this environment, because it can be very toxic. So it's great to have fun, and it's almost obligatory to have fun, but it's mandatory to keep a sense of responsibility, because I think that this is what guards us from not entirely losing it. It's what allows you to walk the thin line between being always young to being 100% grown up. So
Yeah.
it's just keeping the balance.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know what you mean. Uh,
that's it, bro. I think.
I don't. No, I mean, I don't know. I'm not in position that I can even think about it at this point. I'm just, there's always. Mm, I'm happy about the way we live our life, and that's it.
Yeah,
To be honest, I feel bad for them, and I wish I could change some. I mean, I know my mother is working hard,
yeah.
changing it for the past 25 years, but I know the rest of the family is not looking to keep themselves young. I don't understand why, but it, I'm guessing they never tasted from the good to know that this is what they want.
I think we it's a huge advantage to be able to choose what you want to do in life,
Yeah.
and being able to do it and provide for yourself doing it. And you have to keep and remind yourself that it can also go away, but it's a great gift. It's a great gift,
Yeah.
and yeah, just have to maintain it.
I think that as time progressed in the world, like the world, the civilization, more and more people took risks. There was a time where a lot of people took risks, Renaissance,
Yeah,
finding new worlds, discovering America, blah, blah, blah. People took risks. They moved to places. Then they got comfortable. And then the generations after the war, I think didn't want to take any more risks. They were like, this is good. Keep it like this.
yeah,
And if, for example, they would tell you 20 years ago that this will be your life, you'd be like, wow, this is amazing life. That's great. Even now, okay, no clubs, no, we never had this. Now we're spoiled. People didn't have shoes to go to school with. It's like we're spoiled. We're
absolutely correct.
we're complaining about shit, so we're spoiled. But at the same time, the reason is also at the same time that too many people are taking risks now. So it's as it values the same as nobody's taking risks. So this is how the world looks like. So it's good to that we came to a point that it exploded. Sadly, we're suffering a few years from that, and we
Yeah.
need. But then I'm looking at it as just a smear in this kind of life. Sadly, 2 years of our life. What is it like?
In a bigger perspective, it's not a lot.
Let's say that's 5%. More or less, depends if you take care of yourself. If you
Yeah,
take care of yourself, it's a little less. Most people will be like 7, 8% of their life. Sad. What did you do 7, 8% of your life? You'll be like, I didn't have fun. I enjoyed myself, but I didn't have fun. It's not something that you have. It's something that you feel. Because I
yeah,
enjoy myself. I play. I do this. I eat. I watch TV. I'm not doing different. Okay, I don't fly every weekend. It's Friday. I'm not. I'm not in some shitty hotel waiting for a gig or this. Great. Or the opposite. I'm not in a great restaurant having the best dinner ever, and then need to fuck off to the airport and go to another place. Also good. But I think this is the problem. This is the main issue. That like
I think it's not about that. It's about having the ability to choose what you do and not being forced to do something that you don't like.
I
This is
think just now you're realizing that you don't have free will. It's the first time that our generation and are understanding what the past generations are being through for
yeah,
all of the time of the civilization, from being part of a kingdom to being part of an empire to be part of this. Now you're being ruled and you can feel it. You're in fake freedom.
more than
That's
ever.
why that's why I cherish places like which people call it idiotic, like Florida or Texas or this kind of places that really believe in freedom.
Yeah.
Really believe in the person has his own choice. I'm not saying it's a good choice. They might be idiot in a personal point of view,
Yeah.
but they have a choice. It's their choice. Now sadly, I see events coming back to Israel, and I'm like, if I'm not vaccinated, I can't go to them. That's not cool. I'm saying as an artist, there are places in the world that I don't want to DJ in because they don't support human rights. Even if they pay a lot of money or shit like that.
Of
And I'm
course.
sad that this is the directions the countries that suffer the most from discrimination are going to. And
Yeah.
this is what people don't understand. I'm never, and I'm always fighting about it. I'm not disrespecting the people that died from it. I'm not disrespecting the science behind it. I'm not a non-believer in vaccines or something like this. I do believe in free choice. I do believe there is time for anything, for everything in this life. It's just sad, and then you get saddened by the people that support it, and you're like, it's like and you realize that your idol is a molester. When Louis C.K. is masturbating in front of people, it's a shame. Or Michael Jackson used to touch kids. It's a shame. It's just a waste of your time. You're like, fuck, I like this guy. And this kind of shit. So it's
Yeah.
just like, just let people be. People are smart enough, or let them be smart. It's good.
Or let them make their own mistakes, but
Yeah,
just don't
take
decide
your
on.
own responsibility. With all the respect, this kind of killing your grandmother, this is your responsibility. Don't go to your grandmother.
Yeah.
All right. Or let her get the vaccine if she wants to, and then you can go. It's all good.
Yeah.
That's all I think. Just make your own choices. That's all I want. And this is kind of places. There's places that, hey Luigi, what's up? There's kind of places that gives you a choice, and that's nice to see. In the world, I'm sad because it's my country. And I feel so distant from it in so many ways. Not not in the fact that physically I can't even get there if I wanted to.
Yeah.
You know, and this is unheard of in any country in the world. You know, it's okay.
It's crazy.
It will blow over like every other thing. It will blow over, and in a couple of years, you'll be like, "What? You remember those days?" We'll be like nostalgic for Corona. Remember those days we used to stay at home and watch Netflix and said that the Queen's Gambit is the best show ever. It wasn't. It's the worst show I've ever seen in my life. I couldn't go past the first episode. It
Same
was
here.
so bad.
I couldn't either.
Stop hyping shit. Stop hyping shit. And having said that, I would do the Johnson and Johnson vaccine. By the way, if I felt uncomfortable about life, going out and going to parties and this kind of shit, sure,
Oh,
why not?
that's the new one, right?
That's the normal one. That's gonna make this another flu, like what it will be in the future, because it's
Yeah.
just very fast. It just has a rapid kind of, how do you call it, a rapid progression or a rapid kind of evolvement, as
Yeah.
opposed to other viruses that took longer, from
Yeah.
where they came to what they became.
Yeah.
Succession is good. It was shitty at the beginning, but then it was better. Became better and better, and I want the new one. What else are you watching? You used to walk. You used to walk in TV. You don't miss it. Curating stuff.
Not anymore. Like I consume the content, but I don't miss being part of the corporate world anymore. You know, it's way, way, way better to be independent and not
No, but
being.
it's nice to curate stuff. I mean, probably
It's
now
great.
everything is like
It's
true
great to
crime.
curate stuff, and it's great to be part of building brands and shaping taste in a way, like we do as people
Yeah,
who love music as well. It's shaping taste because you choose something and then you cater it to a large audience, and then they either like it or don't. But most of the time, if you're good at what you do and you know your crowd, just like being a DJ, then they want more of what you give to them. But honestly, the day-to-day stuff I don't miss at all. And consuming content and
yeah.
television shows and stuff, yeah, I do it all the time.
Have you watched the Nexium documentary? I like cults documentaries.
No, I haven't watched it yet.
HBO fucked up now with the Woody Allen one.
Yeah,
Man, that Mia Farrow, that bitch is crazy. You can see that she's crazy and she's jealous. Come on, okay, it's weird. It's fucked up. He married his girlfriend, adopted
daughter.
old daughter. If you put it in perspective, it's weird,
It's very weird.
but
Yeah,
it's New York also. It's big. It happens. He's Jewish, she's Chinese or Korean. It works. Way more a Jewish person goes with Asian people more than crazy Midwest Mia Farrows of the world. So it works.
yeah,
Stop already. Enough already with this kind of enough. Even the cancel culture is killed. There's no time for this anymore. Just do good stuff. He didn't marry his daughter. She wasn't his daughter. Enough already. She wasn't his daughter. She was her daughter, and they weren't married. That's all. She was somebody. It's weird. It is weird. It was taboo. Now it's not taboo anymore because he did it. It's for you. He did it for you. Now you guys can do it to yourself. Think
yeah.
about it like that. It's no more taboo after somebody's doing it. Like doing Arabic music in the dance floors. No more taboo. No, I'm joking.
Everyone's doing it right now.
Anyway, guys, Monday I'm getting my new internet, so I'm not gonna do a show because I'm afraid that it's gonna be not working. It's gonna have some problems. But Wednesday starts a crazy new month that I'm gonna have amazing people like Casper Bjork, Polo, Axel Bowman, uh, Gorgon City, a lot of stuff. I don't remember. I'm trying to look at. I'm like I don't remember even.
Amazing stuff that you're doing is amazing. Keep it
Thank
up.
you so much. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you
And
for inviting me.
of
I
course,
really
and
appreciate it.
be part. Come, be a part.
Yeah, I will. I
Share
will.
some stuff. Bring some friends. Everybody's here for everybody. Nobody's out to get anything, and
Yep.
everybody can win. Everyone's a winner, baby.
Excellent. Thanks everyone for joining.
Shabbat shalom, everybody. Have a good Saturday and have a good weekend.
Shabbat shalom.
Ciao.